Did you know that on the 6th of May next Saturday, King Charles III's coronation would take place in London? During the ceremony, Charles will be crowned king. Here in Australia, we continue to remain under the British monarch through our constitutional arrangement. We remain one of 14 countries outside of the United Kingdom that has him as our king. We cannot change that right now. We must have a referendum to become our own independent country, with our own head of state, one of us elected by us and for us, and that will happen in just a few years. But right now, I need your help, your voice. You see, in June 2022, last year, Charles delivered a speech on behalf of Queen Elizabeth in Rwanda for the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. At that meeting, Charles spoke of, and in fact had done so many times previously, and said that each country's constitutional arrangement, either as a republic or monarchy, is purely a matter for each member country to decide, and that these arrangements can change calmly and without rancor. In other words, without bitterness, hatred, or resentment. And this is what he also had to say.
We must also acknowledge the wrongs which have shaped our past. Many of those wrongs belong to an earlier age with different and, in some ways, lesser values. By working together, we are building a new and enduring friendship. In Canada recently, my wife and I were deeply touched to meet many of those engaged in the ongoing process of reconciliation. Indigenous and non-Indigenous peoples reflecting honestly and openly on one of the darkest aspects of history. As challenging as that conversation can be, people across Canada are approaching it with courage and unwavering commitment, determined to lay a foundation of respect and understanding upon which a better future can be built. It seems to me that there are lessons in this for our Commonwealth family. For while we strive together for peace, prosperity, and democracy, I want to acknowledge that the roots of our contemporary association run deep into the most painful period of our history. I cannot describe the depths of my personal sorrow at the suffering of so many, as I continue to deepen my own understanding of slavery's enduring impact.
Charles also said that conversations start with listening. So, through a joint statement by First Nations, Indigenous peoples and advocacy groups of 14 countries with the British monarch as head of state, on the occasion of the coronation of King Charles III, May the 6th, we are seeking King Charles for an apology, reparation, and the repatriation of our artefacts and our remains, and to acknowledge the horrific and enduring impacts of the legacy of genocide and colonisation of the Indigenous and enslaved peoples. Please stand with us in solidarity to start a process and journey towards justice. Please read and sign this petition.